These are the top 3 most common 50-50s in MineSweeper. These are the 3 most common patterns that have 2 possible solutions, but you can't tell which one is which, and you just have to guess. This is to save you some time with posting on Reddit or Twitter or wherever you post about, is this a 50-50? Now you can know that this is for sure a 50-50. The first one up is called a box pattern or a box logic, and you see here that we have a little box where the top left and top right corners are mines, and so here you can't tell if it's a slash pattern with the bottom left and top right or a backslash pattern with the top left and bottom right. Either of these patterns are equally as likely, so just pick one and hope. A variation on this is called the corner box. So this is sometimes a 50-50 and sometimes not a 50-50. So if the mine count here is 1 or 3, it's actually not a 50-50. I can determine it by the mine count, but if the mine count is 2, which is very likely, this is a 50-50 with the same pattern. A forward slash, which is bottom left, top right, or a backslash, top left and bottom right. The next pattern we have is the L pattern. The L pattern often comes in corners. You know it's an L pattern when there are 2 mines above it, and then there's this little area where there's 2 tiles. One is a bomb, one is not a bomb. This is a 50-50. Pick one, guess, and hope you're right. The next one is the most common 50-50 pattern in MineSweeper, and this is the dreaded T position. T position is very common, especially when you get up to higher mine densities. You can see that there are 3 mines here all in a row, and then below it we have a spot where either the top or the bottom is a mine, and we can't tell which is which. You just have to pick one and guess. This can come in a lot of different forms. The mine on top can be longer. Also, another variation is the I pattern. This is basically a T with a mirror so that both sides are essentially a wall, and then in the center there is a 50-50. All these patterns can come in all shapes and sizes. They can come along walls, against a row of mines, etc. But this is the most common configuration where these are the 3 most common configurations where it is a 50-50. You just have to guess, and there is really not more you can do about it. I will say that if you don't like 50-50s, there are some MineSweeper variants that have no guessing modes or extra lives, a health bar, etc. so that when you do end up having to guess, one guess does not immediately ruin your run and you get to keep trying. And those are the 3 most common MineSweeper 50.